Hireframe was exceptionally thorough. We had multiple conversations back and forth. They were very clear on making sure that they understood exactly what I was looking for, and we would iterate together. I'm Adam Friedman. I'm the head of customer partnerships at Ruli AI, a legal intelligence platform for in-house counsel. I'm focused on GTM activities, making sure the sales team is well-staffed, managing a team of folks to sell to our corporate in-house clients, and have to make sure that there's a constant, steady lead flow of potential prospects for the team. I worked with Hireframe to generate prospecting lists based on a specific criteria that would normally take my team hours and hours to handle themselves. And so the Hireframe team was able to put together a really comprehensive list with really valuable information for my team to go after so that my team can focus on high value work, targeting those potential prospects, not spending as much time on that kind of routine or repetitive research element that will often take many hours to complete. Hireframe was very personal in how they spoke to me and the outreach and their attention to detail and their desire to really understand kind of like exactly what I'm looking for in terms of the VA work that I was looking to source. We did speak to quite a few different candidates for a VA role. Hireframe by far was the most professional, the most thorough, was the most interested in my success and our team's success. Whereas some of the other resources that we interviewed felt very formulaic in their outreach, very routine, did not really have much attention to detail or even a strong recall of our conversations. Hireframe was exceptionally thorough. We had multiple conversations back and forth. They were very clear on making sure that they understood exactly what I was looking for, and we would iterate together. Another really big element to work inside of working with Hireframe is they had a approach of, proving out the work before requiring a commitment. That's something that we do at our company, and so Hireframe was absolutely willing to provide some sample work. It was very, very good, very strong. None of the other companies that I was interviewing were willing to do any work without, that sort of commitment. And so for me, that really demonstrated a lot of trust and a lot of responsibility and accountability. And so when they provided the work, which was excellent, it was a clear choice to work with them. Having just started at my role here at Ruli, there's a lot of information and a lot of strategy that's in flux. We definitely started out with one idea of what we would be looking to utilize Hireframe for, but we also need to balance efficiency and thoroughness. And so worked with David and the team to understand, where are the opportunities for efficiency and delivering a larger number of leads in this case. And so, Hireframe was really great about iterating, providing feedback around how much time certain tasks were taking. We worked together to identify, maybe some areas where we can scale back some of the work and focus other efforts and other energy in other tasks in order to maximize kind of like the deliverable and what we were looking for. And so Hireframe was super flexible, very, very willing to kind of go back and forth, provide a lot of transparency into what was working well, what was taking maybe a little bit longer. And we worked together to come up with a strategy that made the most sense for both our teams to ultimately provide a strong product. One of the biggest challenges, especially when you're working remotely, is finding people that you can trust, people that care, and someone in a team that doesn't necessarily feel like you're just a number. Hireframe was exceptionally personable, very, very focused on my success, our team's needs, flexible, when we had any changes. And so it's really a pleasure to work with folks, especially in this era of remote work where you often don't get to see people day in and day out. Hireframe made things feel very personable and like I was in good hands. So I would definitely recommend them to other folks.